Season 12, Episode 3. I found a drug operation in my rental. The legal bill was worse than the damage. Part 2. The landlord stood behind the police barricade watching investigators move in and out of the house for hours. Every few minutes another box was carried outside. Some were sealed immediately. Others were photographed before being loaded into evidence vehicles. Neighbors whispered among themselves. Some looked at the landlord with sympathy. Others looked at him with suspicion. For the first time since buying the property, he realized that owning real estate also meant living with situations completely outside his control. Late that afternoon, one of the detectives walked over. "We're finished for today," he said. "But I need you to understand something. This isn't just property damage. This is now part of an active criminal investigation." Those words changed everything. The landlord assumed he could simply begin cleaning the next morning. Instead, he learned the property would remain inaccessible until investigators officially released it. There would be no repairs. No contractors. No cleanup. No new tenants. Just waiting. Several days later, the property was finally released. The landlord expected to find a damaged rental. Instead, it barely resembled the home he had rented out. Several interior walls had been cut open. Electrical wiring had been altered. Ventilation had been rerouted through attic spaces. Improvised plumbing connections ran through rooms where no plumbing had ever existed. Cabinets had been modified. Doors had been reinforced. Every room seemed to reveal another expensive surprise. Some of the damage had been caused by the occupants. Some had been caused by law enforcement during the investigation. None of it mattered. The repair bills would still belong to the property owner. Then came another unexpected phone call. A local environmental contractor requested access to inspect the property. The landlord was confused. "I already have a general contractor." The response caught him off guard. "Your general contractor can't begin until environmental testing is complete. Because illegal substances had allegedly been manufactured inside the property, specialists first had to determine whether hazardous contamination remained. Air samples. Surface testing. Material sampling. Every inspection came with another invoice. Every report delayed repairs even longer. The environmental report wasn't catastrophic. But it wasn't clean either. Several areas required professional remediation before normal renovation work could begin. Drywall had to be removed. Insulation replaced. HVAC ductwork professionally cleaned. Certain building materials required specialized disposal. Even the flooring in several rooms couldn't simply be torn out and thrown into a dumpster. Everything had to follow environmental regulations. The cleanup alone cost more than the landlord had originally expected to spend renovating the entire property. The next call went to the insurance company. Like most landlords, he hoped insurance would absorb a large portion of the financial loss. Instead, the adjuster began asking questions. Was the damage sudden? Was criminal activity involved? Did the landlord have any prior knowledge? Were lease violations documented? Were inspections performed regularly? Had there been previous complaints from neighbors? Every answer mattered. Some damage appeared to be covered. Other portions weren't. Several costs fell into gray areas that required further review. Weeks turned into months before the claim was finalized. Meanwhile, the mortgage company still expected its monthly payment. The landlord began adding everything together. Attorney consultations. Environmental testing. Hazardous material remediation. Electrical repairs. HVAC replacement. Drywall. Paint. Flooring. security improvements, vacancy, lost rent, professional cleaning, legal document preparation. By the time repairs were complete, the total financial impact exceeded $60,000. Ironically, repairing the physical damage wasn't even the largest expense. The legal process, delays, environmental requirements, and vacancy had become the biggest financial burden. Looking back, the landlord realized there hadn't been one single mistake that caused the situation. Instead, several small warning signs had quietly appeared over time. Heavy visitor traffic, covered windows, neighbor complaints, chemical odors, changes to the property's exterior. None of those things automatically prove criminal activity. Many have perfectly innocent explanations. But together, they formed a pattern that deserved attention. The lesson wasn't to jump to conclusions. The lesson was to document concerns and respond professionally. After rebuilding the property, the landlord completely revised his management systems. Every lease renewal now included updated language regarding unauthorized business activity and illegal use of the premises, consistent with applicable law. Routine inspections became more consistent and thoroughly documented. Every inspection included photographs. Exterior conditions were documented before entering. Interior observations were organized into written reports. Maintenance requests were reviewed for unusual patterns rather than handled individually without context. Communication with neighbors also changed. The landlord never asked neighbors to spy on tenants. Instead, he encouraged them to report legitimate safety concerns involving the property if they observed something unusual. That simple communication helped identify problems earlier without creating unnecessary conflict. Another major improvement involved vendor relationships. The landlord built a network of professionals before another emergency occurred. An experienced real estate attorney, a licensed environmental contractor, a restoration company, an electrician, a plumber, a locksmith. Instead of searching online during a crisis, one phone call could activate trusted professionals who already understood the property. Preparation became part of the investment. Perhaps the biggest lesson had nothing to do with illegal activity at all. It was about systems. Many landlords spend years looking for the perfect tenant. Experienced landlords know perfection doesn't exist. What protects a rental business isn't luck. It's preparation. Documented inspections. Clear lease agreements. Professional communication. Proper insurance. Emergency reserves. Reliable legal counsel. Those systems don't eliminate every risk, but they help limit the financial damage when something unexpected happens. Owning rental property has never been about avoiding every problem. Every experienced landlord eventually faces challenges they never anticipated. The goal isn't to predict every possible scenario. The goal is building a business that can survive them. This landlord eventually repaired the property, found qualified tenants, returned the home to producing income. But he often says the experience permanently changed how he evaluates risk. Not because he became afraid to invest, because he became committed to preparing for what he couldn't control. Every property owner file leaves us with a lesson. Today's lesson is simple. Don't wait for a crisis to build your systems. Build your systems while everything is going well. Because when an emergency arrives, you'll rely on the preparation you already have, not the preparation you wish you'd started. If you found today's case valuable, consider subscribing to Property Owner Files, give this video a like, and share it with another landlord or real estate investor who could benefit from these lessons. Have you ever discovered something unexpected inside one of your rental properties? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story may help another property owner avoid a costly mistake. In our next property owner file. Season 12, Episode 4, Contractor went bankrupt halfway through the job. I paid $47,000 twice. It's a story about contracts, construction, and one decision that turned a renovation into a financial disaster. Until next time, remember, successful landlords don't just own properties. They build systems that protect them when the unexpected happens.